Good morning.
Mark.
Good morning, sir. Brian, is it Barrier? And Mr. Barrier was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of placing a serial number with intent to change the identity. I've received that pre-sentence report and reviewed it. Have you all had an opportunity to review that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
Any additions or corrections?
No, Your Honor.
Not from state judge.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, follow the agreement that you made and find you guilty of placing a serial number with intent to change identity. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 3 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections, but that will be suspended. You'll be placed on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, then for all practical purposes, your case here in court is over and you'll be able to serve that 3-year sentence while you're out on probation. The other side of that, however, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court and you could be facing that 3-year sentence that you've already agreed to. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Smith. All right, good luck to you, sir. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation is going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck. And then you've got Cedric Franklin sentencing, Mr. Smith.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. You Cedric Franklin.
Good morning, sir.
And Mr. Franklin, before I go forward with your sentencing, there was a couple of concerns I had with regard to maybe some previous drug use. I'm going to have you tested this morning before we go forward with sentencing. Have a seat in the jury box and we'll get that done. And then we'll go forward with sentencing. Fabian Hall sentencing, Mr. Smith. Obviously about the decision making. So what I'm going to do, Mr. Hall, I'm going to follow the agreement that you're making, but I'm going to add, and I had already gone through all of that, correct?
Yes.
So in addition to the 7 years deferred probation, the $1,500 fine, the parenting class following CPS orders and all of that, I'm going to order that you enter and successfully complete the substance abuse track of the ISF program.
Mm-hmm.
That means you will go into custody today. And you will complete the ISF program. And when you get out, you will do JCDI as your aftercare, which is an outpatient treatment program. Obviously, if you are doing and around people that are smoking marijuana and you've got 4 kids living with, where were your kids yesterday at the barbecue? Were they with you all?
No, there was no.
They were. So instead of being the good dad that you're saying you are, you're out at a barbecue without your family.
No, the family was there, not around me.
Okay, so your kids were there, but they weren't around the people smoking marijuana. Okay. That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
No, I'm being honest. I'm serious.
Okay, well, you're gonna enter again, we're gonna hopefully get some better decision making done. If not, you're gonna end up back in here if you violate any condition of probation, if you test positive for marijuana, if you violate any of these other rules, you'll be back here in court and you'll be looking at a sentence between 2 years and up to 10 years. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You're going to go with the bailiff. I think have a seat in the jury box so probation can go over that paperwork. All right, go back with the bailiff, sir. Jeez, how many is that? They're going to have a lot of shackles back there. Okay, good. Mr. Galmore working on styles. I'm waiting on Mr. Jeffries. We might want to send a message, make sure Mr. Jeffries remembers he needs to come back over for Mr. Gomez.
Let's see these next.
Thank you. Ms. Malfino, this is Christian Ainsworth sentencing. Mr. Ainsworth, I have a notation here. I'm going to have you drug tested this morning here in court before we move forward. If you'll please have a seat in the jury box, we'll get that done and let you take care of your sentencing. Have a seat in the jury box.
Miss King is here, Judge. I just want to see what I'm saying.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna hold that for just a second. I want to visit with you guys.
Okay.
Mr. Rojas, you've got To Sean Bass, 2 cases. Good morning. Are you to Sean Bass? And Mr. Bass is charged in each of his cases with aggravated assault, aggravated sexual assault of a child in cause numbers 25 CCR 0832 and 0833. And Mr. Rojas, what is the announcement?
Speaking with Ms. French last week, after exchanging emails, I think she needs more time to talk with the victims. It's a new case to her.
Sure,
She
yeah.
didn't have had time to look at everything yet.
Okay. Anything else that I need to know of, Ms. French, or?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Rojas expressed that correctly. I would want to talk with the family and the victim before an offer is made.
All right, so I'll just do a normal reset to give Ms. French some time to get that taken care of. She'll get that information and an offer to Mr. Rojas before the next court date. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Rojas so that once he has that information, you can go over it with him and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date. All right, free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then it's Mr. Bruce Smith. All right, Christopher Stiles, Mr. Galmore.
Sure. There.
Good morning, sir. Are you Christopher Stiles? And Mr. Galmore, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Your Honor.
I'll take it.
Sorry.
Mr. Stiles, in cause number 25, BCCR 0594, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child from April 28th of 2025. And how did you plead to that charge?
No contest.
You
Judge,
either did-
under these circumstances, and Mr. Galmore could probably elaborate more, the state's not opposed to a no contest plea. I understand the court's policy on that.
Okay, you obviously understand better, and I typically don't allow that, but if the state is unopposed, knowing what my position is, then I'll.
A guilty plea under these circumstances could have some collateral effects that the state's not necessarily intending.
All right, so did you enter your plea of no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Galmore?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine. I see here the agreement for a no contest plea, that there would be only supervised visits allowed with the child victim in the case, and also that the parties agree, if the circumstances allow and if I approve it, an expunction under section or article 55A or section 55A.101A2 in the expunction statute. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Stiles is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back for sentencing later. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right over there. All right, we'll see you back at
Thank you,
sentencing.
Judge.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay, let's see, Mr. Jeffries on Stephen Gomez.
Yes.
And for the record, Ms. Tucker's here. So Mr. Gomez tested negative. There's just, and I don't know what's going on. Obviously, lots of people are on drug patches and not testing positive. as often as Mr. Gomez is. I appreciate the hair follicle test, but the only thing I can think, Miss Tucker, is so is he still in JCDI?
Yes, ma'am. He
Okay.
still is.
Can we do weekly UAs?
He's actually on UAs.
He is
as
on
well.
random UAs.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess what I would say at this point is let's continue that. And if there's any other issue, let me know. He's tested negative in court. I know a couple times at least. Obviously there's something going on that we need to figure out with the drug patch because people don't just randomly test positive for meth on the drug patches. So continue doing what you're supposed to be doing on JCDI. And Ms. Tucker, if anything else happens, the only thing I know is just to let me know and send something over and we'll have to figure it out at that point.
Yes, ma'am.
If there's something, and I don't know what all could cause a positive drug screen, if there's anything else that's going on in Mr. Gomez's life, but y'all might need to look into that. I'm sorry.
I was just,
So, if there's something else that could potentially cause that positive, that needs to stop, whatever it is, even if it's not something illegal. I don't know what it could be, but it's time to kind of dig further into lifestyle and what's going on. Every single thing that is being put into your body needs to be kind of adjusted and discussed with your probation officer so that we know what's going on and why you're testing positive. Okay.
we've done all that. We've,
Well, I don't need any more. I just work with Miss Tucker because there's something going on. Okay. So I'm not putting you in custody. We're not filing a motion to revoke your probation, but something is going on to cause this. One drug patch that tests positive, I would say, okay, there could be an issue with the patch, but consistent issues, something is happening. Something's in your body that's making it test positive, whether it's illegal meth or some other supplement or food. I don't know. I'm just saying it's time to figure it out. Okay.
yes, I love
All right. You can go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jeffries. Okay. Mr. Rojas and Mr. Coleman, are y'all ready on Janisha Leonard?
Yes, ready, Judge.